Legendary archaeologist Zahi Haas is in the ancient Egyptian necropolis of Saqqara and is about to make another stunning find. Helped by his team, he carefully lifts the massive lid of a stone sarcophagus that dates back more than 4,000 years. Welcome to our unexplained history. In this video, we will talk about an amazing discovery, what Dr. Haas found inside, and other incredible finds from a year-long excavation were revealed at a press conference in January 2023 and will thrill people worldwide. Archaeologists were surprised by a peculiar feature on an ancient Egyptian mummy. Saqqara. Archaeologists like Dr. Haas have found many ancient tombs and relics at Saqqara. Throughout the years, Saqqara has grown to include more than a dozen pyramids and many graves on the edge of the desert, 20 miles south of Cairo. Pharaoh Djoser erected the 27th century PEC step pyramid. During the ancient Egyptian era known as the Old Kingdom, historians say that this pyramid started the custom of Egyptian rulers building these impressive structures as huge mausoleums for their use after death. Saqqara, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is now a highly prized archaeological site that's an important part of Egyptian nationhood and identity. Dr. Haas. Saqqara, despite its historical richness, has always been and still is a secondary attraction. Resting behind the famous tombs of Luxor, 300 miles to the south, and the neighboring Great Pyramids at Giza, the ancient cemetery was mainly overlooked until 1850. That was when a French archaeologist named Auguste Mariette, the creator and first director of the Egyptian Antiquities Service, arrived to investigate Saqqara. Since the middle of the 19th century, Saqqara has yielded an extraordinary catalog of ancient treasures. The site was used as a burial ground for 3 millennia. From the dawn of the pharaohs to the time of the Romans, archaeologists have made spectacular finds. The latest was announced by Dr. Haas, an expert who once served as Egypt's Minister of Antiquities. Born in 1947, Dr. Haas has been a controversial force in ancient Egyptian archaeology for many years, starting as an inspector with Egypt's Department of Antiquities before becoming its successful director. By 1990, he had discovered the temple workers' graves at Giza near the Great Pyramids, proving that the builders were Egyptian. As the Britannica website noted, his ubiquitous media presence made him one of the most recognizable figures in Egypt, but also one of the most divisive. The new tombs. Dr. Haas also strongly supported using the latest technology to unlock the often opaque secrets of ancient Egyptian life. He promoted using CAT scans to provide new insights into some of the mummies his team had discovered. One of the recently discovered tombs was a priest's final resting place from ancient Egypt's 5th dynasty, which lasted 140 years from 2465 BC. Dr. Haas noted on Instagram that Klunjev, a priest in the Yunus pyramid complex, had the most important grave. He meant another grave, adding that Mary, a royal palace official, had the second largest tomb. The Life Science website reported that hieroglyphics in his tomb revealed Numblev's official position in his service for Pharaoh Anas, who reigned from 2353 BC to 2323 BC. Numjed F was titled Inspector of the Officials, which sounds like an important senior position. His tomb is decorated with wall paintings that depict ancient Egyptian daily life. Other tombs. Dr. Hollis continued, "We also located a priest's tomb in King Pipi, the first's pyramid complex with 9 exquisite figures. A false door beside the sculptures suggests this tomb's owner is Messi. Some statues showed servants, while one depicted Messi and his wife buried in the tomb." Dr. Haas described a 30-foot shaft with magnificent wooden figures that the excavation had found. Further finds included 3 statues of Fetek, an offering table, and a stone sarcophagus with his mummy. Another Egyptologist, Francesco Turridi, offered some insights into the recent discovery. Turridi of Italy's Central University of Anna told Live Science that the paintings uncovered in Numjed's tomb were interesting in comprehending the evolution of Egyptian art. The sarcophagus. When an ass died, the first pharaoh of the 6th dynasty, Titi, replaced him. He wasn't an ass's son. Therefore, he didn't inherit the throne through the royal bloodline, but he may have married into the pharaonic family. Dr. Turidi said the grounds for a royal line modification are still unknown. Recent discoveries may unravel this old riddle. So far, all the finds we've described are fascinating and of great archaeological interest. Still, Dr. Haas and his team's most exciting discovery at Saqqara was a previously unopened sarcophagus that had escaped looters and souvenir hunters for centuries, perhaps because it was lodged at the bottom of a 50-foot shaft. In his Instagram post, the sarcophagus was untouched since being deposited at the bottom of the pit. Dr. Haas noted that the sarcophagus was sealed with mortar, as the ancient Egyptians had left it 4,300 years earlier. The mummy. Speaking to AP news agency's Muhammad Waidi, Dr. Haas recounted the moment the crew uncovered the sarcophagus lid, which weighs around 5 tons and is made of limestone. Dr. Haas informed Waidi, and I peered inside the sarcophagus. A gorgeous mummy of a man coated in gold. Ancient inscriptions revealed that the gold-covered mummy in the sarcophagus was a man called Hexhips on Instagram Drive. Hollis wrote that a gold leaf-covered mummy was found inside the sarcophagus, possibly Egypt's oldest and most complete. His statements confused press reports, which said it was the oldest mummy. The oldest mummy. In his email to Live Science, Dr. Haas corrected the miscommunication. The earliest intact gold-covered mummy discovered by Dr. Haas made a significant distinction. According to the website, the earliest Egyptian mummy dated from before the pharaohs, some 6,000 years ago. We don't know much about this man wrapped in gold leaf. Before he was laid to rest in his monumental limestone tomb some 4,300 years ago, Dr. Haas thinks King Henry must have been wealthy given all the gold he was covered in after death, even though he has just seen images of his remains. The Golden Boy. This exciting announcement about discovering the gold leaf-covered mummy was not the only sensational ancient Egyptian find to be revealed in January 2023. Also in the news were the fascinating results of digital scans of the mummy of a teenage boy known as the Golden Boy, who was buried wearing a golden mask and accompanied by 49 amulets, many of which were gold. This 2,300-year-old mummy was initially unearthed in 1916 at a site in Egypt. Since their discovery, those amulets buried with the Golden Boy would have had a specific purpose to help him in his voyage to the afterlife, according to Business Insider. In January 2023, Dr. Haas announced the amazing corpse encrusted in gold leaf, the oldest of its kind ever unearthed, and the Golden Boy, recovered from obscurity in a museum basement, and now offering valuable information about ancient Egyptian burial methods. That's it for today. We hope you guys enjoyed the video. What do you think about this discovery? Tell us in the comment section. Please like and share our videos. Remember to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for regular updates.